located on Kibbe Road in Jackson.
Join us for Senior Living during Where We Live on Wednesdays, 3:30, 7:30, and 10:30. You'll enjoy it.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show. Good morning, Andy.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm well, thank you.
Good. I'm tired of looking at that snow. Hopefully, we won't see any more of it. 35 degrees right now. Today's high 52. St. Patrick's Day, 64.
Beautiful. Yesterday was weird, freezing in the morning, and then all of a sudden it was nice outside in the
very nice.
afternoon.
Yeah.
A lot of people walking around downtown. Last night I saw more people walking with their families and pets than I've seen since fall, so it was great. It's spring is coming.
Yes, with the calm winds yesterday, I think a lot more people enjoyed being outside. So get your green shorts and green short sleeve shirts ready for Thursday. Oh, today I want to point out, which you already know, it's an important day in our family. It's your wife Stephanie's birthday. Happy birthday, Stephanie.
Right, happy birthday, Stephanie.
Yeah.
A milestone birthday at that.
What?
A milestone.
It is a milestone, can we say?
Yes.
40?
40.
40. Wow.
So yeah, that was Stephanie and Ella this weekend, and then we had a little cake from our friends Sam and Mike. They brought that in, so we celebrated, and we celebrated this morning. Stephanie is not a morning person, but we got her to crack a few smiles, and we're able to wish her a happy birthday.
Nice.
So happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Stephanie. Is that cake from this morning?
No, the cake is from Saturday night. We were only able to get through half of it, so the other half is at Stephanie's parents' house right now.
Oh, perfect.
Yes, it was very good.
It's also my sister Marcy's birthday, and today she is, how old is Marcy?
Marcy's got to be, now she's your youngest, right?
57.
Is she?
Let's see, she was born in 65. 57.
57, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Marcy.
birthday to my second youngest aunt, Aunt Marcy. And Marcy got married on my birthday, of course.
That's right, and you threw up.
I didn't throw up.
Yeah, you
No,
did.
I didn't throw up at that one.
You threw up at every wedding.
Not that one. I was an altar server. But I do throw up at every wedding. Hey, I was just talking with Brandon, the NCAA tournament bracket. You know, it's a big deal at the office. You brought yours, it's not filled out. I filled mine out, and I had Brandon kind of look at it, and I was studying him. He thought I was making conversation, but I was actually studying the way you were looking at my picks. And I'm going to fill out a new bracket now. No, I did tell Brandon, Andy Katz, who's a college basketball writer, he posted his bracket on social media. I think I'm just going to copy it.
That's a good idea.
I think it is a good idea. So Arizona's the betting favorite. Brandon, who do you like to win the whole thing?
Arizona.
Arizona or Gonzaga?
Or Gonzaga. One of those two.
Yeah, you know, everyone's picking Arizona and Gonzaga, but your mom filled out her brackets last night before she understood how it worked.
That's fine.
And she picked Georgia State to go all the way.
Did she? Adam picked Georgia State to go all the way. Georgia State, if you remember, their coach had that leg injury a few years ago, and he was on that little stool. Do you remember?
Oh, yeah.
And he fell off the stool when they won, when his son hit that shot. So I'm looking forward to March Madness, and it kicks off early with Michigan on Thursday. Obviously, the play-in games, but the real stuff starts Thursday. So a lot of people will be not working on Thursday around lunchtime as Michigan plays. And Michigan State doesn't play till 9:40 on Friday.
Brandon's happy about that because the kid will be in bed.
He put everyone to bed and then go downstairs and have your peace and quiet and watch the game. I like it.
The American Gambling Association estimates that Americans will spend $3.1 billion on March Madness on brackets like this.
Yeah, I think the .1 is being spent in this office.
It's the Ides of March. Beware.
Yeah, what does that
Caesar.
even mean? What does that even mean? I
Uh,
understand beware of the middle
Julius
of March.
Caesar got killed on the Ides 15th of March. And basically, it just means it's the 15th, halfway through the month, 15th Ides of March.
Great.
But they told him, beware the Ides of March, and he didn't listen, and he was stabbed.
You know who else they need to tell to beware of the Ides of March?
Who?
Putin.
Putin, yes. And today, this is pretty cool. The prime ministers of Poland, the Czech Republic, and Slovenia are heading into Kiev today to meet with President Zelensky. That's pretty brave.
I would think so, and I think they've got to come up with some type of action plan. Because I just don't see this thing ending.
No, and fighting is getting closer to Poland. Tomorrow night, President Zelensky will virtually address a joint session of U.S. Congress, and President Biden is even considering a trip to Poland. So that should be interesting.
Yeah, I don't know if we talked about this yesterday, but so Ukraine is about the size of Texas, and I was surprised their population is so high. 45 million people. Already over 3 million people have fled that country, the majority into Poland. And there's really no end in sight. So I have no idea. It's hard to really even picture what's happening on the ground there. You can't really do it. And honestly, the images that we are seeing, the majority of from independent reporters or CNN or Fox News, a lot of it is just the same stuff over and over again, because I don't really think they can get to where some of the stuff is happening. So you are seeing some of the same images over and over again.
Well, one of the issues, a lot of people are just citizens filming some of the actions. Two issues with that. It's just too awful.
A lot of the
broadcast.
stuff is too graphic, right?
And because it's citizens filming war actions, independent media can't confirm that. So there have been a lot of videos put out that are from previous wars, and so they just can't confirm that it's accurate video. But it is. While we do see a lot of the same images, it's the same thing happening, but it's different people getting killed, different hospitals getting bombed. It is. It's just. I know everyone is having a very difficult time absorbing it and watching it.
Yeah, it's very interesting because it's all anyone's talking about. I talked to someone yesterday, and they made an interesting point. We might still need to buy Russia from oil in order to have a thriving U.S. economy, and that would be okay, right? There's just some other things that maybe we should not do.
Buy Russia from oil?
Or buy oil from Russia.
Oh, right.
Did I misspeak? Yeah, I'm leaving. So in order to have the thriving economy, so, who knows?
Russians aren't going to be able to go to an Amway party anymore. Amway announced yesterday another Michigan company pulling out of Russia. So,
and there's been talk about the Russians nationalizing these companies that have pulled out. So what does that mean? They go steal the stores that they have and lock them up, because they sure as hell aren't running the stores.
Well, as soon as a company announces they're pulling out of Russia, Russia attacks the company. They say, McDonald's, oh, that's horrible food. IKEA, it's junk, it falls apart.
Yeah, and all those citizens, Russian citizens, work at those places, so it doesn't seem like Vladimir Putin cares about his own citizens either.
He obviously doesn't.
Obviously doesn't. He's a psychopath. Hey, I was in Grass Lake yesterday. Have you rode the Boland Express?
I've looked at it.
You need to ride it, okay? Because it's amazing. We had a great time out there at the Lost Railway Museum with Experience Jackson. That is as nice of a museum as it gets. We're lucky to have that in Grass Lake.
We are. You know what today is?
Today is
the 50th anniversary of the premiere of The Godfather. Have you seen the movie?
Yes.
Yes. So I'm going to give you the beginning of an iconic quote, and you have to finish it.
Help me out, Noah.
From the movie. All right, are you ready?
Yes.
First one. I'm going to make him an offer, and I'm not going to do the voice.
Okay, he cannot refuse.
That is correct. Next.
I'm not good at the voice anyways.
Revenge is a dish.
Kind of quiet up in the booth, fellas.
Best served cold.
Best served cold?
Yes. Best served cold. You needed
We'll
help
give
on
that.
that one.
Yep, that came from the floor first.
I think it's a Shakespearean quote, actually. A man who doesn't spend time with his family,
Is not a man at all.
close, can never be a real man.
Same thing.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that quote. All right, I think we got, yes. Leave the gun,
Take the potato salad.
take the cannoli. All right, one more. It's a Sicilian message. It means Luca Brasi.
I don't know.
Sleeps with the fishes.
Oh, die.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yep.
Good stuff. Great move. 50 years. Wow.
50 years. In 2 years today, it was Saturday, March 15th, that suddenly the world came to our country, our state came to a screeching halt.
Yeah, it's hard to even think about.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I think St. Patrick's Day is kind of the day for me that brings it all back full circle. So I think in a couple days when we see the town bustling, I think it's going to feel good. You know, I think we're back.
Yeah, I think we're going to see, it's going to be, and I think a lot of people are saying, well, how are we going to, know the pandemic's over? It's not. In fact, it's getting better, but in Michigan, we're getting down to about 455 new cases a day, which is the lowest since last July. So in only 6 of Michigan's 83 counties are at a high risk level. So that's good news.
Good news, yep.
Yep.
The State of the City address is happening tomorrow. It's Wednesday, March 16th. And it's going to be at the Booth Center, I believe, right?
Right.
Booth Center at Loomis Park. So we will be taping the event, and you'll be able to see that online and on the city's website the following day.
Yeah, it turns out there's no internet at the Booth Center.
Yeah, so Mayor Daniel Mahoney is giving his first State of the City address. He was elected mayor in the November 21 election. Other Jackson officials will also be attending and speaking at the event. So we look forward to hearing from our city leaders tomorrow.
A relatively new tradition started by Derek Dobies. So continuing Mayor Mahoney.
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
It's a great idea. So I've got some sports news for you, and Michigan Center continues to have the magical season. So our scoreboard brought to you by our friends at Extreme Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Michigan Center in the regional, they beat Clinton 59-47, and they will play in the Division III regional final. They beat Clinton on Monday, and that was at Dansville High School. And Noah tells me that Dansville has a beautiful facility, brand new school, and obviously you can see from those photos, it's a heck of a school. So they are going to play Bath on Wednesday night. Is that Wednesday night, correct, Noah?
Yes.
Wednesday night from
Dansville.
downtown Dansville. Yeah, the Cosmets both had double figures last night for the Cardinals, and they just continue to run. They continue to play well, and that's a great group of kids and a great senior class that has dealt with so much adversity, and they're taking it out on their opponents on the athletic fields, and it's fun to watch. I'm very happy for Michigan Center, and if they win on Wednesday, they'll be in the quarterfinal, and you won't have to drive too far because that game will be played at Lumen Christi High School. So good luck to the Cards.
Well, we'll fill that field house for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And then if you want to see some local basketball tonight, the Division III quarterfinal at Concord, Dansville is playing Arbor Prep. That's at 7. So if you want to catch some local good girls basketball, head on out to Concord for that 7 o'clock game. And that's what's on deck for tonight.
Son of Swami in the Free Press is predicting Arbor Prep is going to win that game.
Is he still writing? Son of
Son
Swami?
of Swami, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So that'll be That'll be, if you want to see great basketball, we've already seen Arbor Prep this year on JTV.
Yeah.
They've got a couple of unbelievable athletes. So 5 Division I players.
Amazing. So if you want to see some talent, get out there for sure. Hey, our show today is brought to you by Vermeulen's Home Furnishing. Now, in their 3rd generation of being family owned and operated, they pride themselves on offering great brand name quality furniture at affordable prices. Vermeulen Furniture, located in Jackson, across from the Westwood Mall. And I say across from the Westwood Mall because I was in the Westwood Mall the other day.
You were?
I was. 2 Saturdays ago. Did you know Foot Locker's closed?
No.
Yeah. Yeah, Foot Locker's closed. I went in, I was looking for headbands for Ella, so her and I went in there. And I was trying to explain to her what the mall used to look like on a Saturday.
Is the hippo still there?
Is what?
The hippo still there?
We didn't make it down the front corridor. We went in a back entrance. But yeah, so whatever was next to Foot Locker, you know, you can picture it, right, Brandon? Mm-hmm. Whatever was next to Foot Locker, both stores on either side closed. So there's like, it's weird in there. It's goofy. So
Wow.
yeah.
I thought about Westwood Mall. I was watching Ozark last night, and the feds were meeting with the Mexican cartel in an abandoned mall, and
Yeah.
I guess that's a good place. You don't want to be found. Go to the mall. So
Yeah, it's just not what it used to be. You know, it's a big mall. Really, it is.
what's in the Elder Bjornman?
Nothing.
Nothing.
No. Yonkers close.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have not. I was actually, I was thinking Brandon should open one of those indoor go-kart places. They're great for those at mall. That's at mall end cap stores that are closed. You put in a laser tag, go-kart, trampoline park. Yes, we don't have any trampoline park or go-kart place in Jackson, do we?
We got an outdoor go-kart place.
Yeah, I know, but I'm talking about indoor.
Indoors, no, we don't.
So there's an option. So maybe not.
And we've still got Westwood Cinema 1 and 2, long before you.
Yeah.
It's still there. Who's on the show today?
Oh my gosh, we have a great show for you today. We have Mary Jo Razkowski-Shannon from Hunt, and then we're also going to talk to Andrew Sargent from the city of Jackson. Both guests coming up next.
The people in Jackson are resilient, the people in Jackson are generous, and the people in Jackson work together. When I think about the future, the work we're doing with our equity focus, the work we're doing to help marginalized populations become stable, and the fact that when we do help people pull themselves out of poverty and become stable, it's so good for this whole community, it just reinforces that we do indeed got this. Jackson, we got this.
For over 35 years, Nostalgia Inc. has been Jackson's home for all things comics, graphic novels, and games. Whether it's Spider-Man, Batman, X-Men, The Walking Dead, or even Stranger Things and Star Wars, Nostalgia's friendly staff has decades of experience and can find the perfect gift for that fanatic in your life. With the largest selection and inventory of the latest comics, you're always sure to find something new and different at Nostalgia. Looking for something from years back? Our backstock selection can't be beat. And don't forget to ask about our subscription service so you never miss an issue. Into Magic the Gathering, D&D, Pokemon, or tabletops? We've got everything you could ever need. Whether you're starting a new hobby, a seasoned collector, or just shopping for that superhero in your life, Nostalgia Inc. is the place for you. Nostalgia Inc. on Mechanic Street in downtown Jackson. The PIC Center is an independent practice that has provided care to the Jackson area for over 25 years. Doctors O'Neill and Cack supervise antibiotic infusions, as well as those for many other conditions, such as inflammatory bowel, joint, and lung disease, anemia, and multiple sclerosis. Our modern facility is open 7 days a week, and the infusion staff will make you feel right at home. Let your doctor know you have a choice where you receive your next infusion. Remember, when you've picked us, you've picked the best.
Our first guest on the morning show today is the principal of Hunt Elementary of JPS, Mary Jo Ruskowski-Shannon. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Last time I saw you, you were showing me around as the bond improvements were
Yes.
wrapping up at your school. Everything all finished?
We are all finished. We have a beautiful collaboration room, which we just love. So different classrooms go down there. We just had professional development in there yesterday. Just a beautiful room. And we have a new media center. So we're still in the process of getting all those library books back on those shelves, but it's very nice. We love it.
Now your schedule is year-round, so do you have spring break when everyone else has spring break?
We do have spring break when everybody else, but we also have an additional week. So we go 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's
very-
nice.
It is nice, and we just came off of our, we had the whole week of President's Week off, so that was nice too.
Nice.
So we had that, then we go to school for we never go to school more than 30 days without a break.
See,
a tough
I
thing.
needed that. That's what I needed. That would have helped me out a lot.
It does, it's great for the students and the staff, it's great for
Yeah.
both. It's just when you need a break, a
Yeah.
break comes up. So in the 2 weeks at spring break, and then after that, we'll get the week of Memorial off. We get that the week before Memorial Day, so we get that whole week off also. So it's nice.
There's so many choices for elementary schools. We have so many. We have more elementary schools in Jackson than we do in Ann Arbor, believe it or not, and it's not even close.
Really?
Yes, it's not even close. What separates Hunt from, or talk a little bit about what the kids love about being at Hunt.
They do love the balanced calendar. That's
Yeah.
like some of the complaints of the kids that move on to Parkside. They're like, we missed the balanced calendar. So that is one thing. I mean, they love it. And like I said, just when everybody needs that break, it comes. So we do like that. They get 6 weeks off in the summer. They get the last week of June, all of July, first week of August off. So it's plenty. 6 weeks is plenty. They're all ready to come back. Parents are ready for them to go back. So that works out well. They love that. We have an after-school program. We now have one through Jackson Public, and that's for our second graders. And third through fifth, it's the 21st Century Grant through Highfields. So they come in, it's 2.5 hours a day, 4 days a week, 32 weeks. So, and it's about a $150,000 grant that we get for 5 years, and it's a wonderful program. Students love that. We have about 35, 40 kids in that program.
Wow.
So they do enjoy that. We have a very dedicated staff. So it's great. We
Yeah,
have really good teachers and staff. It's wonderful.
You've got kindergarten roundup coming up, but it's not just an average kindergarten roundup. I was looking at the things that the kids get to do. Get to sit on a bus, feel what that's like.
Yep.
You get to meet your teacher. Talk about all those things that are so important, because kids and parents are both very, very nervous. That the bus especially, right?
Yes, they do. And the bus will actually drive them around the block.
That's
so
cool.
The parents and the kids can actually ride in the bus. So that's the highlight of the whole day for the kids. The kindergarten roundup has really turned into this. It's just wonderful what Jackson Public School, what they do for kindergarten roundup. We have several vendors there who just that they can come and see. They can talk like the library, Girl Scouts. ABC Academy will be there. We give the students T-shirts, which on the back, if they're either young 5 or kindergarten, they'll be graduating in 2035 or 2036.
Every time we
I know,
think
it's
about
like,
something like that, it's nutty.
I'm the only one out of all of the schools. I have mine in the morning.
Okay.
Everybody else has theirs at night.
So no dinner.
And they get the dinner at night. They get snacks in the morning. But it works for me because we have 4 preschools at Hunt. We have 2 Community Action Agency and 2 ABC. So this way parents can come, get their kids right out of class, and and this way they don't have to come back at night. So we try to help out the parents that way. They can register then at that time by bringing in their ID and 2 proofs of registration and their shot records. So that can help out the parents that way. we let them go into the building, look at the classrooms, and they can say, oh, I like this classroom better than that classroom. So they can decide, you know, which teacher would best fit their child. We have a video that goes on. We'll have orange and black balloon, like a big arch, and they can take a picture, and we'll have a sign that says 2035.
That's just nuts.
They're like, ah! So I know it is crazy. So, and we have that. My secretary will be out there to answer any questions. I'm out there. Because of last year, parents not being allowed into the buildings, we had it outside on our porch. And it worked out so well because our porch area is so big. We're like, yep, that's where we're going to have it again this year. And so the parents will still be able to come in and look at the classes and stuff. But this worked out really well that we can be right there on the porch. So it's great.
How important is making sure the kids are having fun while they're in school?
Oh, I think it's very important. But it also has to be very academic because we've got to catch these kids up.
Yeah.
So we try to make the academics as fun as we can.
Yeah.
So that is what the Highfields After School program. It's not, they have math and reading, and they have also enrichment. But the math and the reading after school, it has to be out of the box. So they might play Yahtzee for math skills, and you know, different things. They might just do out of the box stuff, but so it's fun.
Yeah.
And that, you know, which they like. And we just bought rollerblades for all of them, and we rollerblade in our gym and stuff like that. So they want to come to school, and that's what we want to, you know. And we have 3 kindergarten at Hunt and 1 young 5s, and they fill up. So we need parents, you know, make sure you come to, you know, get your kids there. Come. We start off maybe at about 20 a classroom, and within probably 2 weeks of starting, 2-3 weeks, we're at 25.
Wow.
So, but we still take everybody, but we just get in, you know, and get your spots at, you know, whatever school. We have great schools. All of the schools have wonderful kindergarten teachers. They all happen to be at my building yesterday for PD, so it was great seeing how they're very, you know, great teachers.
Yeah, kindergarten teachers are saints.
They
and
are.
First grade teachers and second grade and third and fourth.
You
Everyone is.
know, but I tell you, kindergarten, I thought when I went into teaching I was going to be a kindergarten teacher. Yeah, I subbed one day in kindergarten. I'm like, oh no, this isn't going to work for me. So I was an upper L. I ended up being a 6th grade teacher. But then you talk to the kindergarten teachers, they were like, no way would we go upper L. So, you know, everybody's got their niche.
That's changed. My kindergarten teacher was not a saint.
Mine was.
Yeah, yours was. Mine was. Mine would not let kids go to the bathroom when they asked to go, with a need to go to the bathroom.
I don't think that's true.
That's true.
Well,
true story.
It's a tough school you went to.
It was,
Ours get to go, I promise.
There you go.
I promise you, it's a school rule. They can go when they need to go.
Did you have a problem?
my kindergarten was in the neighbor's basement.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I don't think that was a kindergarten.
You know, I think I have a lot of trauma from my kindergarten years. Maybe I think it was more than one. Oh. So how young is the youngest person that goes to Hunt?
Well, we actually have preschool. So we have 3-year-olds in our preschool program. And we are what we call a Tier 1 school. So our doors open, our breakfast starts at 7:05. And we start at 7:25. So we have 3 and 4-year-olds on the buses at about 6:05, 6:15 in the morning. But, you know, the kids are up. So they're getting on the bus and, you know, they come and they do well. And so the preschool programs, they feed right into our young 5s or kindergarten. So actual Jackson Public, the youngest is 4. They have to turn 5 by December 1st. And so the birthdays that are between like, maybe April to December, any of those birthdays, we consider a young 5, not just academically, we look at their social skills, stuff like that. Some start right off in kindergarten, but if we feel that they need to be in that young 5s, then all the young 5s move right to kindergarten. Cool. So there's a whole classroom that moves up.
You have such enthusiasm for the school, and you've been there how long?
I have been at Hunt since 1999.
Wow.
I know, which is kind of unheard of because it used to be that every few years they would move the principals around. And for some reason, they just kept skipping me, and I just never got moved. So I've actually only been in 2 buildings. I started teaching at Northeast, and I taught for 11 years, and then I was the assistant for 2, and then I've been here since 1999.
That's amazing.
Wow. It's, you know, so the thing is, so some of the, like my 5th graders, if they started in preschool, these kids have had me for 7 years. So, you know, so I know their moms, I know their grandmas. Actually have, you know, I have my kids' kids now. Some of my You know, I even have some of their grandkids now, so it's worked out. It's good. So they, you know, we have a very good relationship. Because I know the parents. A lot of them we're like on first name basis, and so they can just call me. I'm like, yep, I got it. So
it's nice you've been able to kind of put your thumbprint a little bit, being there for so long.
Exactly.
What do you like about being an educator at Hunt?
Well, of course, you know, everybody's got, you know, the students. They're just the students are they adapt so well. I mean, you know, what they've gone through these last 2 years. You know, they've just been wonderful. So the kids, they're the easy part. The kids are actually easy, and that is a lot of fun. Up until this year, I had no turnover. Like maybe a person here or there would retire, but everybody likes the balanced calendar, no turnover. Unfortunately, this year, huge turnovers between retirement and last year we didn't have specials. Well, this year we brought them back, which is art, music, and gym. And by bringing those back, so some of my regular ed teachers took those positions. So then that opened up those positions, and so it's just been like, oh, I'm not used to this.
That's what I'd be. I'd be a gym teacher.
I would, and that's not, you know, that's not as easy of a job as
it's
you may
awful.
think.
My gym teacher, I've got stories about that too.
You just had a bad time here. We had to get you
to
back in
Jackson
school.
earlier,
Exactly.
so you
I should have.
gone to
I think I need the Yahtzee dice to figure this out, but you've been with JPS 36 years?
I have.
Wow.
I have. I'm #1 in senior, and I'm the oldest administrator, you know, the most senior. I'm like, okay, most senior guys, you don't have to say oldest all the time. So I have a couple more years, and I'm done. So at the very, and actually I was thinking about this the other day. I'm like, oh, this year's third graders will be my last class. Because, and it's kind of like, so like these kindergarten and first graders, kind of makes me sad that I won't see them, like I've seen all my other kids go. So it's going to be tough for me, but it'll be tough to leave Hunt. But it's time for, it's time for me to go and someone new come in, so it'll be fine.
Mary Jo Raskowski Shannon is with us, principal at Hunt Elementary. More with Mary Jo after this.
Enjoy all the magic and spectacle when your favorite fairy tale characters take to the ice. Rapunzel and Pinocchio to Aladdin and Tinkerbell. And the stars of this show, Pirates and the Little Mermaid. Spectacular special effects, music, and thrilling jumps, spins, and lifts, all on ice. Don't miss Fairy Tales on Ice, Saturday, March 19th. Get your tickets now at the Potter Center box office or at jccmi.edu/Potter Center, where fairy tales and ice collide.
At Blair's Car Care, honesty and customer satisfaction have always been the most important thing for us. We have been serving loyal customers in Jackson County for almost 100 years. We do auto repair of all sorts, including tires, alignment, brakes, oil changes, and much more. For more information, please call 517-782-8116 or come stop by at 2424 Wildwood Avenue and experience for yourself what makes Blair's so special.
It's funny how travel costs money, yet makes us richer, and how our most important things really aren't things, like our memories. This is what makes life, life. Yet how much of life are we willing to miss out on? Because even mild hearing loss doubles our risk of dementia. Yes, dementia. Good hearing health can help you stay engaged and keep your brain younger. Hear well and stay vital. Get a hearing health check every year.
This message brought to you by Community Hearing Center. Call for a hearing wellness check today, 517-888-5055, or visit communityhearingcenter.com.
Before the friends and the laughter and the nights you'll always remember, there's a realtor guided by a code of ethics and the doors you open together.
I think you're gonna love this.
I think you're right.
American Title is a proud supporter of the Jackson Area Association of Realtors. American Title, 280 West Cortland, AmericanTitleJackson.com. Community health centers like Center for Family Health are vital in providing top-notch care to anyone who walks through the door, regardless of race, color, creed, or financial status. We are grateful for our talented team of medical professionals, our hometown heroes who work hard every day to keep us healthy and help better our community, one patient at a time. We thank our hometown heroes who have committed themselves to our community and to you. The Center for Family Health has been opening the door to healthcare for all in Jackson County for more than 30 years.
Welcome back to the morning show on JTV. We're with Mary Jo Raskowski-Shannon, and let's take a quick little look at what life is like for a kindergartner.
I stopped my day on the bus.
Morning.
Then I eat tasty breakfast. I make sure all my stuff gets in my cubby. Then we get to have carpet time with Mrs. Totes. I even learn colors in Spanish. Mi camisa es gris. We have work centers, so I can learn to read, write, and spell. After work centers, we get to play at recess. So I swing or play hide and seek. I always make sure to have a healthy lunch. Then we get to listen to our teacher read us a story. Sometimes I just need a rest, so we take a brain break. After all that, day is over, it's time to go home. I can't wait to do it all over again tomorrow.
That looks like a lot of fun. I noticed the smiles at lunchtime. Mm-hmm. It's kids' favorite time of the day, isn't it?
It is. It most certainly is. So, and especially now, we because of COVID, we had to have these shields up that went down the middle of the tables, and then we had to have them spaced all apart. And now the shields are down, and it's just back to the regular old lunchtime, and the kids are just having a great time. They love lunch. I love lunch.
I love lunch.
Who doesn't?
It's the best part of school.
It is, yes, lunch. That and when the bell rings.
Yeah. So besides the teachers and the school bus, there's other partners that are going to be at Kindergarten Roundup.
That is correct, yes. Well, we'll have our ABC there. The ABC Academy Community Action Agency will be there. The Michigan Health and Human Services will be there. Gosh, there's so many. The ISD, our Jackson District Library. Well, we have a partnership at Hunt with our JDL that they bring in about all my lower L classes have this big bins of books, and they bring them in, and then they'll come back, pick them up, and give us a new bin of books.
Great.
So it's a wonderful partnership that we have with them. The health department will be there. We'll do vision screening and hearing screening, and they'll give you the information on what shots you need and how you get all that information. Yeah. So we'll have tables set up all around.
It'll be nice welcoming parents and kids, really without COVID being the first thing that you talk about this year, which will be nice.
It is going to be nice. Yes, it is. And we have them come in the building.
Yes.
It's going to be great.
Well, good luck with this remainder of the school year.
Thank you.
Appreciate all that you and all your great team at Hunt do.
Thank you.
It really is. It's a jewel.
It is.
It's a great team, and we're very lucky, and great kids and parents. So we're very fortunate at Hunt. Hence why I've been there for how many years?
I was going to say, cheers to 23 more at Hunt.
Exactly. Yeah, cheers. Exactly.
36 years with JPS. That's awesome.
And I tell the kids, I'm like, oh, you had my mom or something, my grandma. I'm like, well, I started teaching when I was 10. They're like, really? I'm like, uh-huh. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, no, but it sounded good.
Jackson's most senior education professional, principal at Hunt Elementary, Mary Jo Raskowski-Shannon. We've got Andrew Sargent from Jackson Parks and Rec joining us next.
When you need metal, and you need it now, Alro Metals Outlet is here for you. When your back is against the wall, our vast inventory of aluminum, steel, plastics, and more will help you get the job done. Whether you're a professional or do-it-yourselfer, our retail stores are your one-stop shop for metals. You select it, we cut to length, and shear to size. Right here, right now. Because when you need metal, Alro Metals Outlet has your back.
Someone once told me that every community needs a strong hospital, a strong college, and a strong bank. County National Bank is that bank. CNB provides outstanding personal banking services and is the bank of choice for several nonprofit organizations that serve our communities. It's an honor to be part of the growth of the communities we serve in Jackson, Hillsdale, Lenawee, and Calhoun counties. And we're proud to help local businesses expand and succeed. CNB is banking that stays in the community.
You never think about a good tow truck service until you really need one. Jimmy's Towing and Auto Repair in Jackson will be there for you in a flash. Our technologically advanced GPS software enables us to pinpoint your location and dispatch the closest truck to assist you in no time. Jimmy's has the largest towing and rescue truck fleet in the area, and we have the right equipment for any towing need. When you need help in a flash, call Jimmy's. Jimmy's Towing and Repair in Jackson.
As a proud partner of Frankenmuth Insurance, Barker Weber operates under 5 distinct values.
Integrity. We will be honest and fair.
Stewardship. We commit to responsible management.
Empathy. We understand how you feel.
Mutual respect and trust. You'll always be our valued partner.
Dedication. We'll work for you wholeheartedly.
Barker Weber and Frankenmuth Insurance, your local insurance solution.
Welcome back to the morning show on JTV. Today's show is brought to you by the Dirty Bird. Chicken salads, flatbread sandwiches, quesadillas, mac and cheese, and appetizers. 40 brews on tap, including Grand River 313 Polish Lager and many Michigan beers. 140 West Michigan Ave, downtown.
Great place for St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day, March Madness, food, drink, whatever you want. So it's a great place. And I love that it's only 4 doors down from JTV.
Right. Tater tots.
Yes, tater tots. Loaded tots. Loaded tater tots.
Everything's awesome.
Hey, our next guest on today's morning show is from the city of Jackson, Parks, Recreation, Cemeteries, and Grounds. Andrew Sargent. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Did you know your title was that long?
Did you run out of breath saying that?
I did.
That was long. Yeah.
Very long. Very
Yeah.
long. How long have you been with the city to get a title that long?
Apparently you have to be there for 20 years to get a title.
I was going to say you've been with the city over
20 years.
That's amazing.
Yeah, thank you. Got hired in August of '01, so, and I'm still there, so that's good.
Great. It's your only. You were trained for this. You
Right.
wanted to be I know you wanted to be a professional baseball player, but this is your backup plan.
Yeah, I still want to be a professional baseball player.
Me too.
But yeah, I worked for Delray Beach Parks and Rec in Florida. Went to Olivet College for Parks and Recreation, and here I am today, and absolutely love it.
Yeah,
So,
and I'm a huge supporter of youth rec sports. I think it's so important, and we have just a great program in our community. But you guys have had a team there for quite a long time that's worked together
For sure.
and really have just enhanced and grown the programs. Talk a little bit about the programs that you have and some of the participation.
okay, well, we just finished our youth basketball program. Our 4th through 6th grade, plus we do.
Andy was a coach?
I was a coach. Andy was a coach. I did 6th grade girls with Abby. He did 5th grade girls with Ella. And so, I participate in it, and it's just a huge part of, who I am, who Andy is, just growing up in this community. And now I work there. But we just finished up our 4th through 6th grade, our 9th through 12th grade. We have a high school league as well. And then we are in our last week of our kindergarten through 3rd grade rec basketball program. Jeremy Patterson does the boys at King Center. Outstanding work. He does an amazing job with those kids. And then the same for Nicoy Weatherspoon, who does our girls program at Hunt, just does a phenomenal job. Just true teachers of the game of basketball, pretty much.
And they ref all the other games too.
Yeah, Jeremy refs as well.
I had him every game.
Right.
Yeah.
Just
awesome.
Principal at Parkside, and just have always been involved in the community, and we're so lucky to have 2 people like that involved in our program, and we're so lucky to get so many good volunteers and refs, and that pretty much it's easy for us to set up, but we need these people in our community to help us make that work, so.
Yeah, let's talk about that basketball season a little bit. We forget that we're unable to have rec basketball last year, obviously being, tied to JPS, mask mandates, COVID. That's a year that kids didn't get to play on a team, didn't get to learn team sports. So it was so important to have this season this year.
For sure. And what we saw specifically when things started to somewhat go back there's the normal word again. We had 43 teams in rec soccer in the fall, and so that was a jump. And I think people were just eager. It's, for example, our youth tennis lessons in the summer, numbers just skyrocketed. Yeah. I think certain sports are changing as far as numbers go. There's youth football is kind of going down. People are worried about concussions, or it's a huge commitment, or whatever the case may be. But youth soccer is going up. Youth tennis is going up. So you're always going to get that different numbers based on whatever sport it is. But I think people want to be able to do something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They want to get their kids involved in something. And I am a true believer, just like you said, Andy, that youth sports is a huge part of growing up. I firmly believe that. And, that's if kids can just do something in general, I think they're going to be better off.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I was a kid, we didn't have it. All there was Little League.
Okay.
We didn't have, our community didn't have like a kids sports program. The pool had a swim lessons, but I mean that was pretty much it.
Yeah. Plus you were stuck in the basement and you couldn't go to the bathroom. That's
Yeah.
We
brutal.
were left to our own devices.
I know.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. But you guys have, you have programs literally for everyone, which is, it makes it hard to keep up, but it's great because you have so many things going on. People want to know about the Nixon and softball and the pool. Have you guys made a decision on the pool yet?
Yeah, we plan on moving forward with that.
Right.
We plan on opening. We're looking at June 20th.
Cool.
So that is the plan. We got to get over there, and that, when I was running Nixon to start my career in the early 2000s, it's literally about a month process to get that thing up and running. So that's on our to-do list, but we plan on opening June 20th. That's the date that is pretty much set in stone. And so the pool will reopen, and then the skate park will be open, but it's, skate at your own risk, come in and out as you please. The gate on Cooper Street will be open. But I'm happy that the pool will reopen.
Yeah.
I think the community needs it. So
hopefully we'll be able to get some hot dogs there pretty soon.
Maybe.
We talked about getting the concession stand open and back up. I think, that thrives the park. When people can come in and utilize the swimming pool and then go to the concession stand, sit on the deck under the awning and just relax, I think people need that in this community. And so I'm happy that it will open back up.
So was it 3 years? 2 years we didn't have a pool.
2 years. 2 years, yeah. So
it was so hot that first year. Remember
Yes.
how hot it was that first year?
My memory is,
Yeah.
in regarding to weather, I just, sorry.
I don't keep track.
I know.
But you're coaching soccer.
Yeah,
this
I
year.
do. I coach soccer. As, I don't get paid. It's a volunteer position of mine.
You don't get paid, but people can actually be fired from.
Oh yeah.
From being a volunteer?
Yeah.
That's happened.
Yeah,
I've had to fire volunteers before.
Yeah.
If that's really a firing, but it's.
Yeah, if you're in that situation, you probably shouldn't be coaching. But I would encourage anyone to volunteer as a coach. You really don't need to know, especially with soccer at a young age, you don't need to know too much about the actual sport. Right. And pick up a whistle.
But we have other things we have going on, just to touch on real quick. We have our youth soccer program that is up and running. It's K through 8th grade. Registration now through April 14th. Our adult soccer program will be running, registration through April 14th. The Jamie McKibben Daddy-Daughter Dance is May 6th and 7th. Registration, and you can buy your tickets now on the 5th floor of City Hall until they are completely sold out. The event will take place at Keeley Park, right down the street from downtown. Sharp Park Golf Course. The plan is to open March 24th and 25th. So we're looking at that date. It's soft in the back, and the weather is starting to hit a little bit later than people in Michigan would like, but that's the way it goes. So we're looking at that. We talked about Nixon, but we're up and running. So
I noticed the disc golf course is getting a new sign, and it's kind of getting a new focus.
It's popular.
Yeah, it is popular. Yeah. It is utilized a lot. Kiwanis Group came through, and so a sign is going up at the entrance right by the roundabout. So there's so many things going on. You living here, I just hope people take advantage of what Jackson has to offer. There's so many things, you just have to get out and look for it, because there are so many things to do. It's just a good family community. So many events going on outside of Parks and Recreation, but as well as being in Parks and Recreation, there's so many programs this summer that we're going to offer. And we're just finishing up our brochure now, and we're gonna be busy.
Yeah, and you guys also make sure that our town looks beautiful, especially when we have these events coming in. We see your staff out early in the morning.
For sure.
Taking care of everything and keeping our city nice.
For sure. Appreciate you saying.
Volunteer group, people for the Parks and Trails.
Yes. So to touch on that, Andy, we have limited staff. We just have full-time staff, no part-time staff. Within our parks department, there's part-time staff at Sharp Park Golf Course, but only full-time to try to take care of 27 city parks on top of taking care of downtown. But those guys do a phenomenal job trying to clean up as much as they can on top of putting out fires on a daily basis. They do a phenomenal job. And then our people for the parks we're in our second year, and we're starting to amp that up now to where, now we're going to be a 501c3. Aaron Demick and Scott Damich and Matt Hines, we're trying to grow this program to where people can come out and volunteer once every 2 weeks. We're going to just take 2 hours of their time and go out and knock things out in certain areas of the city. So it's a great group to be a part of, and we're excited that it's a part of the city.
Do you have your first event or cleanup project yet?
So on Sunday, this Sunday, we have a huge Zoom meeting with everybody who is registered to be a part of the group. And what I do in the spring is I go around to all city parks and make an assessment. So I'm going to do that probably Thursday or Friday this week, and just go to each park and really narrow in on what needs to be taken care of. Then I'll get on that Zoom and then present that to our People for the Parks members, and then go from there. But it will be, Aaron Dimick set up a page for People for the Parks. So we have our own website now.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Keep up the great work.
Thank you. There's so many good people involved.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I appreciate you saying that, but we're lucky. The staff is so good, and Kelly and Joe and Tony, they're all so good, and people involved we really appreciate them.
Where spring break's coming up, where do the sergeants go?
This year we're going to Destin. We're going to go to the west side of the state this year, try something different.
Cool.
And it's just going to be us four and just relax.
Awesome.
Just go back to a little family vacation.
I like that. My uncle lives there. I'm going to give you his address.
Okay.
Yeah, and I went to Destin once. I rented a car, and there was a giant turtle in the trunk.
In the
story. Yep.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Premium SUV too.
So it was in the trunk when you rented the car?
Yes.
Oh my God. Somebody forgot it. I don't think it climbed in there.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
That's crazy.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks a lot.
Seriously, thank you for all you guys do.
Thank you.
It's phenomenal what you cover.
Thanks.
No, seriously. I've been here 20 years, and it's unbelievable what you guys cover. Love seeing all the stuff on Facebook. Good job.
Thanks
so much.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Andrew Sargent from the city of Jackson. More in the morning show in a moment.
Improving the air quality in your home isn't a luxury, it's improving your family's lives. Our staff do each job carefully, completely, and with great attention paid to you, the homeowner. We take care to leave each home better than we found it, and when you take your first breath after one of our cleanings, I'm sure you'll agree. We can help keep your home cleaner and your air safer by scheduling a cleaning today. Dux, we're your indoor air professionals.
With proper alignment, your vehicle's tires can last a lot longer. At G-Force Automotive, we perform a comprehensive front-end inspection and perform a complete alignment on your car, truck, or SUV. We'll keep you driving straight down the road. At G-Force Automotive, we make friends one car repair at a time.
It's kindergarten and young fives roundup time at Jackson Public Schools. Join us at one of our April roundups. There will be prizes and food. Community partners will be available to serve you, and new students will receive a free Class of 2035 t-shirt upon enrollment. Please arrive early as programs will begin promptly. Jackson Public Schools, where community comes together.
At Consumers Energy, we believe change is empowering, powering both your home and your business. Change is progress, with a modernized grid that can detect outages and restore power within seconds. Change is reliable. We're talking preventing over 35,000 outages last year reliable. And change is enduring, like our dedication to keep your power running, just as it should. Consumers Energy, a force for you, a force of change.
The PIC Center is an independent practice that has provided care to the Jackson area for over 25 years. Doctors O'Neill and Cack supervise antibiotic infusions, as well as those for many other conditions, such as inflammatory bowel, joint, and lung disease, anemia, and multiple sclerosis. Our modern facility is open 7 days a week, and the infusion staff will make you feel right at home. Let your doctor know you have a choice where you receive your next infusion. Remember, when you've picked us, you've picked the best.
You okay?
Yes. Welcome back to the morning show. Are your dogs well behaved?
Certainly.
The UK has determined who the country's naughtiest dogs are. An insurance company, So Sure, held a competition to find out who the country's naughtiest dogs were, and they had several naughty dogs that were crowned the winners.
See, that's the worst. No,
Yes.
one of our dogs,
Kitchen.
God rest his soul, he used to do that. We'd come home and the house would look like that,
Yeah.
and we'd say, "Oh, that's a good boy."
The first dog destroyed their soccer goal in the backyard. In Great Britain, the soccer goal in the backyard, that's a big thing. That's like our basketball nets in the front. This is a mattress cover that was destroyed.
That's a greyhound there, too. That's
Yes.
naughty. They can be naughty.
The winner was a cheeky mixed breed from Haverfordwest who was caught destroying cushions. And oh my gosh, was a leather couch.
That cute dog couldn't have done that.
No. Wow. So the shoes, dogs, you've lost some shoes.
Yeah.
To dogs, haven't you?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
I have. Not good ones, though, thank God.
This is the winner, Layla.
Oh.
She's a mixed breed. She destroyed all the cushions on the sofa, covered the living room in feathers. Wow. What a mess. So, congratulations to the winners. The winner gets a 200-pound voucher to a furniture store.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I don't think you can buy a couch for that.
Probably not.
No.
What else is going on?
Dolly Parton, she is not going to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Really? Because
she said, no, somebody else should be. I haven't earned that right, she posted on social media.
Really?
Apparently the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, they put out this short list. So there's a group of people they're considering, and she was on, and she said, take me off.
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is weird.
The first, yeah, it is. Here's who's nominated, or who's on the short list. Eminem, Lionel Richie. Lionel Richie, definitely, he needs to be in there.
Eminem, too.
Duran Duran, A Tribe Called Quest, Rage Against the Machine, Pat Benatar, Dionne Warwick. What? They're not in it? Carly Simon, really? Judas Priest and Beck. So all those people, they need to be in it. But
it's a weird, whoever's the board of governors at this thing, they really handpick whoever the hell they want. Because it's, like you said, there's always a list of people. You're like, how are they not in already? I remember we went down, and the people that were being inducted I'd never heard of. So there's this secret music society that selects the Hall of Fame.
Fela Kuti, have you heard of that group?
I'm sorry?
Am I saying it wrong?
I think you might be saying that wrong. Judging by Brandon's reaction,
obviously
I'm
never
take a
heard
sip
of it.
Coffee.
Do you have all the records, Brandon?
I have no idea who it is.
Here. Maybe
right there. Am I saying it wrong?
I don't know.
You say it.
No.
No, say it.
No, I'm not going to.
You say it, Brandon.
Say it, Brandon. Yeah,
See,
you
that's
did.
how I said it.
Yeah, you got it. FELA space KUTI. Hey, that's all for today. Join us tomorrow. We'll have Dr. Brian Kim and Dr. Peter Bullock from IEP Urgent Care, along with George Pearson from Howard Hanna Real Estate Services.
Later today, Angie Shepard, Stephen Tucker, Joel Kinnison, Margot Deaver, Andrea Parshall, and our Big Brothers Match of the Month. Hope to see you this afternoon. Thanks for watching. I'm Bart Hawley. If you like pies, this is the episode for you. Because today on Food Circus, we're going to have a pie contest featuring 3 of the area's best bakers. A panel of judges, including myself, will meet at the Grand River Brewery to determine whose recipe will premiere in the pie book. Now, let's meet the bakers. Contestant number 1 is Laura Davenport, owner of the Blue Julep, a specialty dessert company located in downtown Jackson. Horses, bourbon, wildcats. Laura, are you from Kentucky?
Born and raised, went to UK. So yeah, I love Kentucky. Moved to Michigan when I married my husband Steve. Been here for about it'll be 25 years in May.
Well, I think you've taken some of Kentucky here to Jackson in the pie that you're going to be making today.
That's right. I've got a chocolate pie. It's called Getting Lucky in Kentucky chocolate pie. It's basically just a fudge, rich, wonderful pie that's covered with bourbon caramel and pecan sauce. So first we need to make the pie. The pie is basically melted butter and chocolate, which I have back here. The chocolate is 3 ounces of unsweetened chocolate. So I do this step first. It's 3/4 cups butter and unsweetened chocolate. You want to melt it together, but then you want to take it off the heat and let it cool for about 5-10 minutes. I like to use salted butter. I know most bakers do like to use unsalted because they feel like they can control the salt content. But I feel like I lose a little bit of that control because I feel like I'm adding way too much salt. So, okay, so next we're going to add 3 eggs and 1 egg yolk. And what I like to do is get them to room temperature. And the reason is you want a good emulsification with all your ingredients. Okay. Give them a little whisk.